2 conference meets. He's lost both of them, but we'll see if he can find more success tonight. Neither of these guys has really gotten off to the greatest start to the season.
Something to highlight, we talked about in the Open, both of these teams have very quick turnaround. Both teams are going to be traveling right after this, as Maryland's going to be going to Indiana, and Purdue will be going to Rutgers. So Abram Klein, who wrestled at 133, he's typically a 125. Maybe we'll be seeing him on Sunday when the Terps go to Bloomington.
Yeah, I would definitely expect that. Both these teams have multiple 125ers who've gotten action. I think we could definitely see one of them in the Sunday match, either one of them.
Jackson lost by decision to Alan Kohler in Nebraska. As we said, both wrestlers looking for a rebound here on a Friday night in College Park. Sophomore versus sophomore, as the first whistle of the night just took place. See both wrestlers aggressive early.
Yeah, both guys are getting after it, Owen. Both guys are getting after it.
Looks like Sanchez might have a little bit of an advantage right now with Jackson. Jackson gets set back up.
Yeah, pretty neutral position here. Both are feeling each other out, but both around the same size, 125 pounds.
Jackson going high on Sanchez. Sanchez, nice job of evading.
Little hand fighting going on here early. Both working through the clinch. See who gets the first shot off.
Sanchez with a brace on his right elbow and his right knee. Both wrestlers still feeling it out. No one's really gone for a big move. Oh, and there's a nice move there.
Yeah, Jackson gets to find a single leg. He's looking for that trip, but pretty good defense from Sanchez so far. You know, bridging with that left hand, keeping his balance, keeping his momentum, staying upright. And Sanchez. It looks like he's defended well through that position. Now they're back in neutral.
Yeah, really good job of evading there by Preston Sanchez, as both are in a little bit more of a neutral position. It looked like for a second that Ashton Jackson would be able to get on the board early for Purdue.
Yeah, Jackson seems like he has a little bit of the forward momentum here. So Sanchez is going to want to try backing him up, walking forward, and throwing different looks at him, trying to find his offense.
As both adjust their headgear. We're already about halfway through the first set of this first match.
And, you know, Sanchez, his defense has been pretty solid this year. He's faced 2 ranked wrestlers. He's only given up bonus points in one of those matches against number 29, Dedrick Navarro at Northwestern. It was a 4-2 decision, so he kept it very competitive. And he's showing off that defense here. Jackson's really been unable to get anything going.
But Jackson's done a really good job defensively protecting himself from Sanchez. Jackson going for Sanchez's neck.
Yeah, no, and we really haven't seen either attempting or getting deep on shots. I think still feeling each other out. It's a pretty even match so far. These are 2 very closely matched wrestlers.
It looks like Sanchez might be trying to make a move here. Good evasion by both wrestlers there.
So yeah, a good offensive attempt from Sanchez, trying to generate a little something, seeing if he can find himself in a good position there. He's going for the shot.
See if any.
He's trying to get an underhook here.
We'll see if he's successful. Final 25 seconds here. Neither wrestler has really found any rhythm. Looks like they're still both feeling each other out.
Yeah, very, very even match so far.
When Sanchez.
Like Jackson trying to get a little offense going, and he finds a takedown late.
And Jackson on the board first. Was able to ride for a few seconds and takes him down again at the buzzer. We'll see if it counts. Doesn't look like it will.
Yeah, really, really nice work from Jackson there. Being offensive. Looking for that. As you can see here, it's just him finishing through, taking the back, and then with a really nice mat return here. No points from it, but impressive showing of physicality from Jackson.
Jackson with the advantage here as Sanchez trying to ride.
Yeah, we'll see what Sanchez can do from the top position, but it looks like Jackson's about to break away.
Sanchez is grabbing the right hamstring knee area. Still has pretty good possession of it.
I go for a trip here, and they're back up. So neutral position, and Jackson will get the escape point.
Riding time of 11 seconds for Preston Sanchez. A minute and a half left in the second set.
Yeah, no, and Sanchez is going to have to find some offensive bonus if he wants to win this match. He hasn't really been able to generate anything. He's just been on the defense forward and getting some shots off. See what he can do.
still feeling each other out. It seems like only really one successful attack, and that was from Ashton Jackson. The waning seconds of that first set.
Yeah, I think Sanchez has been a little better in this period generating his offense. He's going to want to still keep on moving forward and just throwing different looks out, hand fighting, trying to just find himself in a good position.
Clock is ticking here, under a minute in set number 2.
Yeah, a lot of the match has been this neutral kind of hand fighting, but Jackson made his moment count so far, and Sanchez is going to have to match him with that. He's going to need a takedown to get back in this match.
Jackson went low, and Sanchez did a good job defending himself there, as both are grabbing around the neck area.
Yeah, Jackson moving forward, that's really told the story of this match so far, because when you're moving forward, it's really hard to get taken down. I mean, it just makes it harder for a defender when they're on their back foot to shoot and finish through a single or double leg.
Final.
But now Sanchez is really starting to move forward, starting to back him up a little bit, and we'll see if he can get anything done here. But
Jackson's
getting deep on a single, and he's got it again.
He's got 3 more points there, so that extends his lead to 7. In the waning seconds of this second set, and a fantastic showing here from Ashton Jackson so far. Great job rebounding after an unsuccessful bout at Nebraska. We'll replay the takedown. Great job there. Getting right around the hamstring area, yeah.
Got wrapped around him, dragged him down. Really strong work from Jackson. Now the match is approaching bonus points territory for the Purdue wrestler. So Sanchez is going to want to escape quickly and try to get some offense off here.
Jackson doing a good job at not allowing the escape. He's looking for the takedown and gets him down.
Another big mat return from Jackson. Sanchez is not in a great position right now. Looks like Jackson's going to try to roll him over, get some back points if he can. Sanchez is going to want to stay on his stomach until he can find himself in a better position, lose some of those locks that Jackson has around his legs, and just find his way back to his feet.
Almost 30 seconds of riding time for Ashton Jackson here.
Yeah, and Sanchez is really struggling with this top pressure from Jackson. He's doing a really good job with that. Strolls him over there, still on his back. And he's being active, so they're not going to warn him for stalling.
You're at 40 seconds now, 45 seconds of riding time for Ashton Jackson. Almost an ideal bout for him.
Yeah, and once Jackson gets over a minute of riding time, he'll get that riding time point. So Sanchez is going to need to escape if he wants this match to end in a decision instead of a major decision. Keep the Boilermakers from adding on any bonus points.
So under a minute here. Ashton Jackson's riding time goes over a minute as Sanchez just can't find a way out.
Yeah, when this top pressure from Jackson is overwhelming Sanchez right now. There's really not much he can do, and he hasn't made much progress in getting out of this position. But Jackson's starting to get a little less offensive, so we'll see if he gets warned for stalling here.
Minute and 25 seconds now of riding time.
Tries to roll him over. Sanchez did a good job there, not letting himself end up on his back, but he's still in a tough position here. And Jackson looks like he's going for it. Another stalling warning from the refs, and that is a point for Purdue. And it looks like Purdue will take the major decision in this match.
And that was a huge final point in the final 15 seconds or so. It's going to be quite the start for Purdue.
Yeah, really, really strong showing from Jackson there. He'll improve to 5 and 6 on the season. And that's a great start for Purdue, up 4-0 early.
You said it. Winner by major decision, Ashton Jackson. Like we said, both of these wrestlers were looking to rebound after rough weekends. Ashton Jackson does that as Purdue takes a 4-0 lead after the first bout as we get ready for 133.
Yeah, and this one should be fun for Terps fans. It's Braxton Brown making his return. He's dealt with a couple injuries this season, but he's 10-4. He's got a major decision to tech fall and a fall. He's been one of Maryland's best wrestlers over the last couple years, and he'll be facing a senior and Borman, a really veteran guy. So we'll see how he looks coming back from injury.
Blake Borman spent 4 seasons at Chattanooga, a 47-19 record, a 26-5 record in duels.
Yeah, pretty impressive numbers from Borman there. He was a 2025 NCAA qualifier. He's been ranked as high as 17, so he's no slouch. It's going to be a tough match for Brown. Yeah, it looks like we have a scoreboard issue here. Refs are sorting that out, and then we'll get going.
When we talked to Maryland head coach Alex Clemson, he was stoked to get Braxton Brown back.
Yeah, Brown has been a great wrestler for him for the last couple of years. You know, multiple-time NCAA qualifier. Always a strong performer and always a tough out. You know, he's had some very good matches with some of the best that the nation has to offer.
He was 5th place at the Big Ten Championships a year ago.
Yeah, and one thing about Brown, he's always so good at generating offense. That's been one of the staples of his throughout. But Borman's trying a single leg here, and he's gotten pretty deep on it. But look at this defense from Brown. Got his hips back. He's trying to reverse the position to get a takedown of his own, and it looks like he is about to get it.
And there's a 3 for Maryland right there. Great job there defensively by Braxton Brown, who's still just riding Blake Borman right now.
Yeah, and and you see what he's doing with that leg, how he's wrapping it up.
Absolutely.
He's going to try to turn him here, see if he can get some bonus points. But Borman, solid job, ending up on his stomach. But look at Brown here, ripping through.
And Borman's left leg is sandwiched between Braxton Brown's two legs.
Turning him over here. It looks like he's going for it. But good defense from Borman. Brown's going to try to keep him here, just flip him. But, you know, Borman's doing all the right things here. He's staying on his side. He's gotten down to his stomach. And
two more points for Braxton Brown.
Yeah.
Quite the start for Braxton Brown.
And, you know, based on the way this match is going so far, Brown's going to have an opportunity here to get some bonus points from Maryland. So he's going to try to keep on generating his offense, working from top. And Brown is such a tough ride from the top. He's just a very strong wrestler for the weight class. And he's very aggressive from these positions because he knows how good he is defensively. He can work off of it.
He's got full control of Borman's legs. The left leg of Borman is sandwiched between Brown's legs.
And they go out of play. Match is going to return to the middle. And Brown is going to keep his top position. We'll see what work he can do from there. He's already got 2 bonus points and a minute of riding time, and we're a minute 30 into the match. So let's see if he can keep this position going, keep on being offensive from here, and work out of it.
And he didn't even start at the advantage, but he will now. Let's see how Borman responds. Try to evade. Brown might be going for the takedown here.
Yeah, and Brown releases him. Borman gets the escape point, but Brown's going to go right after him. That's what he does.
Great job there by Borman to keep himself in this match. Very important second match for both of these teams as Maryland is trying to stay in it early. And Braxton Brown is doing a really good job at doing that.
Yeah, some good hand fighting here from Brown. He's going to try to work out of this position. He's on a single leg, and he gets him down again.
And there's a 3 for Braxton Brown again. A great job. He's just taken full control of Borman's legs.
He's so good from this position. He's trying to get that hand off the ground for Borman, get him unbalanced, and see if he can turn him over, get some more bonus points. But already up 7, and he's about to pick up over a minute 30 of riding time. And he's going to try to roll him over here, get him on his back, get him on his shoulders, get some more bonus points off.
Just incredible showing here from Braxton Brown. You can really tell that the Terps missed him this past weekend.
Yeah, no rust from Brown either with the missed match. Borman has been largely rendered defenseless here. There's been nothing he can do to this offensive performance from Brown.
Borman just cannot get out of that position as Brown is switching his position. He's looking like maybe he's going to try and go for another takedown. He's not going to be able to do it, but another point for Braxton Brown, who already has an 8-point lead in the first set of this match.
Yeah, and Borman getting called for stalling there. That's all on Brown. That's his overwhelming work. Borman, nothing he could do there outside to just try to get the match back to the middle of the mat, get out of the ring, and that's a point for Brown.
13 seconds left in this
second.
Look
at the mat
great
return for Brown.
Takedown there by Braxton Brown. We'll see if he gets the point or not.
Man, what an opening period for Brown, though. And he's got over 2 minutes of riding time and a 9-1 lead. He's going to look to try and pile on the points, maybe get a tech fall or fall victory. And we'll take another look here at that last takedown from Brown. Right here, nice mat return from Brown. Very strong work. And he's just getting that hook in, grabbing Borman's leg, and taking his back, finding a better position there.
He's been doing a really good job, and I've said it a few times, at sandwiching Borman's leg between his two.
Yeah, Braxton Brown is just an uncomfortable wrestler. It is not fun to be in there with Braxton Brown, and look at how quickly he escapes there.
Yeah, fantastic job there by Brown. He earns the evasion point there.
And he's going to go right back on his offense, Owen. Right back on his offense.
Braxton Brown dominating Blake Borman here right now. As you can hear Tony Ersland trying to motivate Blake Borman, but Brown is really in control here. He can do whatever he wants. He did whatever he wanted the last go around and got 9 points.
Yeah, Borman's starting to be a little more offensive here. But Brown is on a single leg again. He's getting to that whenever he wants, Owen. He's just going to try to pull him back in, flatten him out a little bit, and get him on his back just like that, and there's a takedown.
Great job there by Braxton Brown, who's dominating Blake Borman right now.
And, you know, we might see Brown kind of release him here, let him go, because he's just been able to get this takedown whenever he wants. And he's up 13-1. Just needs another 3 points for the tech fall victory. And he's already got that riding time basically cinched up with 2 minutes, 18 seconds with 1 minute left in the second period.
He'll be in the advantage here right now.
Looks like he's got a little bit of a bloody nose, Owen. I think they had a headbutt a little before the takedown, so Brown's going to get that checked out, settled, and then probably go right back on the offensive.
Yeah, and Alex Clemson very pleased with that. He's going to do whatever he needs to do to support Brown right now.
Yeah, and you think Clemson's got to be really happy with his performance, Owen.
Ersland trying to speak some words of wisdom into Blake Borman right now.
Yeah, but Borman looks exhausted. Brown has put him through a gauntlet this match. He really hasn't had any answers for Brown's offense, and not many in the nation do. That's what makes Brown one of the best at 133 pounds.
And Borman fell to Jacob Van D in Nebraska. Major decision 13-2. Looks like that script is going to stay the same.
Yeah, Van D is a great wrestler, so Brown replicating that performance against a veteran guy like Borman is just really impressive stuff from him.
Seeing how Brown is performing, it makes you really wonder how Maryland would be doing this season had they had, wrestlers like Jackson Smith.
Yeah, and Brown healthy for the whole match, because Brown's been dealing with a lot of injuries this season, and he's wrestled through them for the most part, but a fully healthy Braxton Brown, even if he's not fully healthy, the Braxton Brown you're seeing tonight is a force.
There's Blake Borman getting a second point. Good job there evading, and we'll see what Brown does here to try and extend his lead, going up high.
Yeah, and at this point, Owen, Brown, he needs another takedown and a little bonus point, but he's already got that bonus point cinched up with the riding time. So he's gonna stay on the offensive here, see what he can do.
See if Brown goes for the takedown in the final 30 seconds there. Ooh, a great job
nice double
there
leg
by
from
Borman.
Brown, trying to transition to the single. Good defense from Borman, but Brown, he's still on this. He's going to rip him down, see if he can get it. Borman is fighting hard here, but Brown, just too much for him. Just too much for him.
And there's 3 right there for Braxton Brown. Another takedown, and as his lead goes to 14, 1 away from a technical fall.
And you got to feel for Borman here, Owen, because every time he's tried to get offensive in this match, Brown's just reversed the position on him and found takedowns of his own. Just excellent, excellent work from Brown. He's going to ride this out. See what he can do in third.
Brown is 1 point away from ending this, though. Go neutral to start round 3 of match 2.
Yeah, I think Brown's just going to go after him here, see what he can do. All he needs is one more takedown to get a big 5-point victory for the Terps over a very solid wrestler and give him the lead.
Brown going low, and
he's on a single leg here.
And that's been the story of
transitioning to the double, and he is right there, and he finishes the takedown.
And there we go, and that'll do it for match number 2. Maryland winning by technical fall as they take a 5-4 lead after 2 weight classes. Braxton Brown dominating right there as we see a winner by technical fall, and his record's just only going to get better. What a wrestler he is, and really could tell that Maryland was missing him. We take another look there, just dominant. And we will be right back after break for 141. And Dario Lemus is up here for Maryland as Schaefer is up for Purdue, despite the score bug saying pay no.
Yeah, and Lemus is making his return from injury. Another Maryland wrestler is coming back. He's been in and out of the rankings this season, around upper 20s, but he hasn't competed since January 3rd, so they took him out. But I expect if Lemus is healthy, that'll be ranked. He's a very talented wrestler.
Schaefer is a freshman for Purdue. It's going to be his first ever Big Ten duel here, and he's going up against quite the wrestler in Dario Lemus.
And Lemus got on that single leg early, but Schaefer's done a good job just defending, keeping it in a neutral position. Lemus is going to try to work through him here, roll him over, and find his back. But some very solid defense from Schaefer here, kind of in a neutral position. Lemus is going to try to get that leg out and take his back.
Go back to neutral here.
Yeah, some very solid defense from Schaefer. Lemus got deep in on that shot, and Schaefer just kept him from finishing it.
I think both coaches are pleased with how this is starting, as both wrestlers are still feeling each other out. As Schaefer going up high against Lemus right now. Lemus trying to evade there. Good job there by Schaefer getting control.
Yeah, some really nice work from Schaefer finding the takedown there.
Yeah, great job there by Schaefer as his riding clock starts.
We'll see how Lemus can try to work out of this. You know, Schaefer's got his back. He's got a pretty strong position here. He's a big guy for 141, so we'll see what he can do. We'll see what Lemus can do defensively to escape this position.
Lemus is 12-5 this year, but he started 12-3, so on a bit of a skid, trying to clean up his record. As Schaefer is in full control right now, his riding time approaching 30 seconds.
Yeah, and Lemus gets stalling warming there. He's going to want to work out of this position quick and try to be offensive throughout the match so he doesn't get that point docked.
Schaefer trying to keep control of Lemus.
Yeah, we'll see if Lemus can roll out of that, and very nice work from Lemus there, finding the escape. He'll try to start moving forward, get on the offensive here to see if he can get a takedown to take the lead here in this match before the end of the first.
Lemus is patting Schaefer's head consistently. Now he's got control of his neck.
Yeah, and a staple of Lemus's wrestling over the last couple of years has been pace. He's been able to put a very good pace on opposing wrestlers, you know, make them wilt, make them break. And we'll see if he can get that going against Schaefer here.
Schaefer thought about going low for a second, ends up going back up high.
Hand fighting going on here. Back to the neutral position. Lemus is just feeling him out here, reaching for his head, getting the hands there, getting things established.
Schaefer.
See if he can snap down here and try to find the single leg.
Schaefer tried to go low, but Lemus did a good job at preventing that.
Yeah, this is some really nice work from Schaefer early. Really impressive stuff from him.
It's a difficult wrestler to go against in your first Big Ten duel. Schaefer did open his career with a bang. He defeated, at the time, number 25, Cade Moore, in a major decision, the Tiger-style invite. There's the end of set number 1 of match number 3.
Yeah, you know, Schaefer, I've been really impressed with him so far, and he's a really talented-looking freshman, because Lemus is no slouch. But Lemus starting from top position here. We'll see if he can get some work done, maybe get that riding time evened out a little bit. We'll see if he lets him up quick and tries to get him a single.
Schaefer able to evade, and there's another point for Isaiah Schaefer as his lead grows back up to 3.
And you would think that Lemus would have wanted to keep that back control a little longer just to try to get this riding time a little more evened out. You know, Schaefer's got a big advantage right now, but you know, Lemus getting offensive, but now he's forced to defend as Schaefer is on that single leg.
Going low, it looked like Lemus might be at an advantage. A good job flipping him over by Isaiah Schaefer.
And Lemus is going to try to roll him over here, but he's back on that single leg. Looks like they're going to be back in a neutral position, and stalemate is called. Back to the middle.
Lemus looks gassed.
Yeah, I know. When he's returning from injury, he hasn't competed in a while. So we'll see if it's a little rust, maybe a little bit of the gas tank's been drained from not being in competition.
It's his first match since January 3rd.
Yeah, got a little hand fighting going on here. Lemus get the back of the head and try to snap down, go for single or double. He tries, and he gets in on that single, but very good defense from Schaefer. See if Lemus can just overpower him here, throw him down, going for that trip. But great balance from Schaefer.
Schaefer was almost in the split standing up.
Yeah.
Great job
impressive
there.
Stuff from him. I thought Lemus was going to finish that. He still might. He's still on the single. But you know, Schaefer is doing a very good job, and he forces the neutral position to stand up.
Yeah, Ersland is very, very pleased with what he's seeing from this freshman phenom for Purdue.
Yeah, Clemson has a little bit of an issue with what just transpired. Looks like he's talking to the refs about it.
Looks like we might be having some type of review here. Ersland and Clemson are almost screaming at each other from across the mat. Now Ersland back talking to Isaiah Schaefer. And we will be having an official review.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was that much there. Lemus got pretty close to finishing that takedown. I think Clemson wants to see maybe there was just a bit of a position where Lemus took his back there and would get an extra 3 points, because that would be huge right now for Lemus to get one.
That would even things up. So we're in the waning, wouldn't say waning, I guess, final 42 seconds of this round. Here's another look.
Yeah, you see Lemus, he's on that single, but he hasn't really taken the back there, so I don't think that's going to end up in any points, but you never know. It was good offensive work from Lemus, just better defense from Schaefer.
Schaefer is really, really making a strong impression here in College Park. His first ever conference duel, and we talked about it before the show. I mean, this is a very, very prestige conference.
Yeah, no, Big Ten wrestling, best in the nation. A lot of the top 10 teams are just all from Big Ten. You see, you got the Penn States, the Iowas.
Checking the riding time there. It was correct, so.
And that's some smart work from Clemson there, giving Lemus a little bit of a breather. Looked like he was getting a little tired, and Clemson gets the refs to stop the match for a little bit. No brick necessary, and Lemus might have gotten a little air back. See if he can be offensive here.
Going low, doing a good job there, but a great job again by Schaefer being evasive.
Yeah, Schaefer's doing a good job getting his hips back, really limiting Lemus's ability. And now he's deep on a double, but excellent defense from Lemus. Finding a way to get this back to neutral position. We'll see if he can drop down, maybe try a single or a double. Got to catch him off guard here.
4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Isaiah Schaefer doing a fantastic job for Purdue right now. Up 4-1 through the first 2 rounds of the third match.
Yeah, and Lemus is going to start this from the bottom position. He's going to look for a quick escape because he doesn't want Schaefer adding up any more of this riding time. He's got to escape quickly, keep the riding time under a minute, and then go and find his own offense. But he's up pretty quickly. We'll see if he can break these hands, break the grip, and get the escape.
Schaefer's looking for the takedown, you can tell.
Oh,
Good job
good
there
work
by
from
Lemus escaping, and that's another point for Maryland.
Really nice spin there from Lemus, but he's got to be offensive now. He needs his takedown.
Takedown for Maryland would give them the lead. Riding time for Schaefer is at 43 seconds.
Yeah, and also good job from Lemus there, escaping within the parameter of a minute, keeping the riding time under. That way Schaefer doesn't get the bonus point, at least yet.
Schaefer and Lemus both going high. Schaefer's got control of, looks like, the tricep area of Schaefer for the moment. Schaefer and Lemus disengaged, though.
Yeah, Lemus with some hand fighting here. He's been moving backward for most of this match. He's got to move forward. He's got to shoot, and Schaefer knows that he's on his back foot right now.
Lemus goes low for the moment, but Schaefer steps back.
Yeah, but this is what Lemus needs. He needs to get some shots off, stay low, find a way to get on a leg. He's doing a good job pushing Schaefer back here. He's got to keep on doing this.
Within the final minute now as Schaefer goes back more toward the middle. Lemus needs to get something going here offensively. The final 43 seconds now as Schaefer able to bring him down. And there's another 3 for Purdue.
And that's really impressive work from Schaefer. And he's going to take his back, and that might be the match hero.
And that was a fantastic play by Isaiah Schaefer, who's starting his Big Ten dual career with a bang. My goodness.
Yeah, really impressive awareness from the freshman. He knows Lemus is moving forward. He knows he's got to go for it. And he takes advantage of that aggressiveness and just turns it into a takedown of his own. He's going to stay on his back here. And just a really, really impressive, and I know I've said this already, but a really impressive performance from Schaefer. And big for Purdue, giving them the lead back.
And Schaefer is going to win by decision.
Ends up taking that riding time point, 8-2 decision, and Purdue will take an 8-5 lead.
A fantastic showing from Isaiah Schaefer. We'll take another look at this takedown. The game-sealing takedown.
Yeah, look at that takedown from Schaefer, just overpowering Lemus. Really nice work, pushing through on a double leg. Really strong stuff from him.
Lemus in his first matchup back. Probably not the way he wanted it, but we got the newest Terp, Carter Young, who has really just been everything and more that the Terps could have asked for from a mid-season transfer.
And this should be a really good one, Owen. Carter Young ranked 7th in the country. Gavin Brown 21st. Young is undefeated on the season. He's just been excellent. But you know, Brown is 15-4. He leads the team in wins. He's another transfer, Ohio State, and his current ranking is a career high. So he's been wrestling really well. Should be a good one.
Talked to some of Young's family before the meet, and they were stoked to finally get that first Maryland taste. It's the first Maryland home meet since December 13th.
Yeah, been a long time out of College Park for the Terps. A lot of tournaments, a lot of away matches. But you know it's nice for them to be back here at the PAV, getting working in front of their fans.
And when we talked to Coach Alex Clemson about coming back home, he said that he didn't want being home to be a reason to do better. He wants them to wrestle at their best no matter where they are. As they're looking for their first win in conference play. Gavin Brown is in full control of Carter Young right now.
Man, this is some excellent defense from Young. Brown was in a really good position, and Young prevented the takedown, did a great job. Might get this out to neutral position. Might end up taking his back. Just got to get that leg sealed, and we're back in neutral. Really good defense from Young there. But, you know, it's a good start from Brown being offensive. He's trying to jump off to a good start against the undefeated Terp.
Young, a transfer from Oklahoma State.
Yeah, and he's already gotten a couple of ranked wins as a Terp. He's beaten number 8 Cross Wasilewski at the Southern Scuffle. He beat Joseph Zargo, another ranked opponent, against Wisconsin. So he's really, really just been impressive.
He won by decision against Zargo, as we'll have another stoppage, and we'll go back to neutral.
Yeah, no, and Maryland's had a lot of good guys at these weight classes, like 149 over the last couple of years. They've had the Miller brothers kind of manning these down. And Young kind of wrestles like Cal. He's just a physical guy. You know, he goes after his offense. He's a good defender. And he's comfortable winning the match wherever it gets. Looks like he's on the single, and he finishes it.
Yeah, and there's a takedown for Carter Young. A huge takedown, and his riding time clock starts now.
Really good work from Young, and he's been dominant from this top position this year. He's done some really good work, and he hasn't allowed a lot of escape points. So we'll see what work he can do from here. If he can keep this, build up some riding time before the end of the first.
He started in all but one of the Oklahoma State Cowboys regular season matches a year ago. And here he is making his presence felt for Maryland as his riding time is approaching 30 seconds as he already has the 3-point lead. A redshirt senior from Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Yeah, and this is some really impressive work from Young on the top. He's keeping Brown on his back. He's keeping him uncomfortable, and it looks like he's approaching some bonus points here. But good work from Brown, getting back to his feet at least for now. He's doing a good job bridging with that hand, but Young is just overwhelming him right here.
Riding time approaching a minute here as we're less than 20 seconds left of this first round of the fourth match.
And you know, Young has had a very solid college wrestling career. 2021-22 season, he was 7th at the Big 12 Championships. He got an auto bid to the NCAA tournament. 2022-23, he got another auto bid. He was 5th at the Big 12 Championships. So Maryland got a really impressive wrestler here as a midseason transfer.
And he takes a 3-0 lead over Gavin Brown after round 1 of the fourth match. Riding time already around a minute and 15 seconds at 1:12.
Yeah, and Young starting this from bottom position. We'll see how quickly he can escape. He's going to want to escape before that 12-second mark to keep that riding time point on his side.
See, as Brown full control, we'll see if Young is able to escape. Brown doing a good job. He's got full control of his neck.
Yeah, Brown's got that hook. He's stepping on the foot. He's right there. But Young is very close to escaping. He's just got to break that grip around his neck and get to his feet. And he's very close to doing it.
He's right, and there he is. Took around 20 seconds there.
Yeah, strong work from Brown there, holding him down for that long. Makes the riding time point, takes it off the table, but Young's going to go right after him here. See what he can do.
Maryland as a team is trailing 5-7. As Young is trying to propel them back into the lead.
Yeah, Brown takes a look at the clock there. You know, Young's put a good pace on him so far. He's had that dominant showing from the top position. That takes a lot out of you on the bottom.
It's like Young in control as the two disengage.
Yeah, neutral here. Young's been moving forward, though, which is what you want to see from him.
Looks like he was going for an attack for the moment. Good job there by Gavin Brown to react.
Yeah, and just good stuff from Young, showing him a lot of different looks so far. You know, showed him the hand fighting, the snap down. He's got that single leg, and there he tries to drop down, looking for the inside trip. So I'm really impressed with his offense. Two are hand fighting here. Looks like Young's getting a little bit of the better of these exchanges. Brown's really struggled to generate his own offense throughout this match.
Final 30 seconds of round 2.
Young's dropping down with his headlock. He's going to see if he can roll him over here, wrap around, take his back. He's got 20 seconds to do it.
Tried to jump a few times, and we'll go back to neutral. Carter Young, 4-0 lead through the first almost 2 rounds. Final 15 seconds here. You got to think Young might be a little bit more defensive as they go into the 3rd round.
Yeah, but all this work from Young adds up, Owen. He's getting all these offensive positions. He's moving forward. He's threatening all these different opportunities. That really wears down a wrestler.
And there you go. Gavin Brown. There's the Young family. Christina Young, Carter's mom, decked out in Maryland attire.
And here's a nice takedown from Young there. Really nice work from him. And he starts back on Brown's back. He's going to try to hold him down, get that riding time point, get that cinched up, and then all he'll need is takedown. And look at that. He's threatening on the back here. Snaps him right down. But good defense from Brown. Good work from the bottom position. He's looking for the reversal, but Young's giving up no ground here.
Yeah, and Young's riding time over 1:15 now. He's doing a really good job here. Final 1:30 of the bout. He's trying to go maybe between the legs. There he is. Looked like Gavin Brown might have been trying to run out of bounds.
Yeah, a little surprised we didn't see a stalling warning, at least there from the ref. But just very good work from Young. Staying offensive, not giving up any ground, not letting up any positions from the top control. And he's going to see if he can get some bonus points in this match, because he's got the riding time locked up, essentially. He's got 137 with 1:15 left. Yeah, you see how quick Brown is to get up there? He really does not want to stay on this bottom position for long. Young is very strong from top.
Brown almost in desperation mode. He need a quick escape and then to get a takedown just to even things up.
Yeah. And you think Young might let him up here and go after another takedown just looking for bonus points. Because the Terps are going to need all they can get with Purdue's strong back end of their lineup.
Highlighted that in the open. It's going to be tough to beat this team if you're behind, as Brown is just flailing on the ground.
Yeah, Young very close to getting some bonus points there. Ref started the count, but couldn't do anything with it. Good defense from Brown, but the riding time point is secured. And they give Young the 2 near fall points there. He's got a 6-0 lead, and with the riding time point, he's got 7. He needs 1 more for the major decision.
We're going to go, it looks like back. It looks like we might have another review. Alex Clemson having a word with the officials for the moment, and we are going to be having a review.
Yeah, refs are going to take a look at this. Looks like Young might be able to add some more points on, but very good offense from Young. It's a very strong performance against a very solid wrestler, Gavin Brown.
You gotta think if you're Maryland right now, you're probably thinking Carter Young, get another takedown.
Yeah, you got
decision. Here's another
lead.
look.
Yeah, this is just Brown being on the defensive. He's trying everything he can to escape out of this position, but Young is having none of it. He's giving up nothing on this end. So refs are still taking a look at this, see if Young might get a little extra bonus. And any point here is significant, because with the riding time, all you need is 1 to get the major decision.
And Michael, what have you seen so far from both teams? I mean, in all 4 matches so far, what has stood out to you?
I think both teams have been very physical so far. I've been impressed with the physicality. I've been impressed with the work from the top position. We haven't seen a lot of quick escapes from either end. So just a very good, very strong stuff from both these guys, from both programs.
Officials taking their time looking.
Yeah, this could be a big call, Owen. Difference between decision and major decision could end up swinging the match, especially in a close one like tonight.
If they were to get a major decision, it would give Maryland a 2-point lead going into the 149, as Ersland was very invested as to what the officials were looking at.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is here. Looks like they're taking the 2 points off the board for Young.
Oh, Clemson's very animated.
Yeah, Clemson's hot with that. So now Young is going to need to either work from the back or maybe let him up go for another takedown. but it makes the major decision, the possibility of bonus points, a lot more difficult.
Brown is still in this. If he's able to get a quick escape and then able to take down Young, it would even things up, but Young is in full control right now. He's already secured the riding time, got control of the leg. Oh, and there is a huge play there by Gavin
Strong
Brown.
reversal from Brown. Young's going to be on the defensive now. He's got 20 seconds. He got the escape point, so he's up 5-2. And he's got the riding time. He's just got to hold him off here.
You're going to see Gavin Brown be very aggressive here in the final 15 seconds or so. Going low, Young doing a very good job defensively. Final 8, 7, 6 seconds. Looks like.
And we got a stalling call on Young there, so it's a 5-3 match now. Young's got to hold him off. He's got 6 seconds to do it, and he's got the riding time point. But looks like
Brown goes low.
Looks like Young will take it.
Ooh, and 7-pound matchup.
Yeah, Stony Buell, senior. He's a very strong veteran wrestler, ranked 22nd. 7th place finish last year's Big Ten Championship, so he qualified for NCAAs. And he'll be going up against Makai Neal, who's a young Terp. Had a bit of a tough go this season, but he's very talented.
And Makai Neal, who started the season off hot 3-0, he's fallen to 5-10 since November 9th.
Yeah, it's been a rough go for Neal. He's lost 6 straight matches, so he'll try to turn it around, but not a great start for him. Buell on a quick takedown.
Yeah, number 22, Stony Buell, already with 1 takedown, going for another, and he slams Makai Neal to the ground.
Yeah, strong mat return. He's going to look for bonus points. See what he can do.
Buell just in full control here. A tough matchup for Makai Neal against the number 22 Stony Buell. And in the open, Michael, we talked about how, the latter half of this Purdue lineup is going to be very hard for Maryland to get points. Yeah,
that's definitely Purdue's strength, the back half of their lineup. They got just a back-to-back ranked guys, just a lineup full of them, especially in the upper weights. And the Terps, if they wanted to win this match, are going to have to flip a couple of those matchups. They have to pull off some upsets. Neal is a Maryland guy. He's a 2-time independent school state champion in the state, 2-time national prep All-American. So very, very strong career before he came here. He's struggled a little bit since, but he's very young. He's dealt with some injuries, and he's he's very talented.
Buell maybe trying to go for another takedown here as Neal's just trying to evade. His right leg is sandwiched, similar to what we saw from Brown earlier.
Yeah, and Buell's really piling on the riding time here. He's already got over a minute, just 1:30 into the match. So Neal's going to have to find a way to escape. It's going to be a long 7 minutes for him.
And Neal lost to technical fall when Maryland was traveling to Northwestern. Neal is just flailing on the mat.
Yeah, Buell going for some bonus points here, putting him on his back. Ref counted off 4 near fall points there. So Buell will take a 7-0 lead, and Neal's got to find a way to escape this position.
Stony Buell still in full control. He's trying to roll over Neal. He's trying. Neal unable to. Looking like some extra points for Buell here, maybe.
And Buell he's a really physical 157-pounder. He's doing great work here from the top position. Another 4 points. Looks like this one could be over pretty quickly. He's got him in this lock. He just keeps on putting him on his back, and doesn't look like Neal has any answers for it.
Buell dropped his last Big Ten duel when they went to Nebraska. Wrestlers every night, there's some strategy that goes along with it. He said we might be seeing some lineup changes, and losing Blaze is huge for Maryland. A huge opportunity for A.J. Rodriguez, one of the more experienced wrestlers on this team, to deliver some points for Maryland.
Yeah, and this could be a very tactical decision on the Purdue's part. Rutgers, who they face on Sunday, has Andrew Barbosa, who's a top 25 wrestler at 165. So they could just be giving Blaze a little breather here. They think that they think that Rubel can put up a good fight against Rodriguez, and they'll have Blaze fresh for Sunday against Rutgers.
Blaze is just a fantastic wrestler. It's going to be his first meet of the season where he's not starting for 165. As Rubel is on top of Rodriguez. Rodriguez is in control.
Yeah, good work from Rodriguez getting deep on that single, but good defense from Rubel, trying to get on the leg, finding a defensive position, trying to get this back to neutral. But Rodriguez will try to get that foot out and roll him over and find the takedown here. You just got to break that grip and get the takedown. But Rubel's staying on it, doing a very good job here.
Rubel doing a great job defensively. Both coaches up on their feet as Rubel looking to flip over Rodriguez. Rubel in control, trying to carry Rodriguez now.
Very impressive defense from Rubel, turning that into a takedown of his own. It looked like Rodriguez had that, and Rubel just flipped him over, took his back. Now he's got his back here, dominant top position. He's got the hooks in.
Purdue already in the driver's seat of the meet, up 4 points coming in to match number 6. And Rubel now in the driver's seat of his own match. Riding time approaching 30 seconds. Rodriguez is trying to escape. He just can't. Rubel's too strong.
Yeah, that's a really tough start for Rodriguez. He gets deep on that single leg, and it looks like he might have a takedown. And then Rubel turns it into a takedown of his own, takes his back, and he's really starting to pick up some riding time here, and he's got him in a very tough position with his arm lock.
Riding time approaching 50 seconds now. Just about halfway through the first round.
Rubel's trying to turn Rodriguez over, but he gets too high, and Rodriguez turns it into close to a reversal. Very close to finishing this here. Rubel almost in a full split defending it. Rodriguez will just have to push through here. He's got the double.
Rodriguez
he's just
carrying
gotta,
him. Is he going to bury it?
Just got to dump him,
the
drop him
carry
down.
and the bury for Rodriguez.
Great work from Rodriguez there. Really impressive reversal. Puts him right back in this match.
What a response from A.J. Rodriguez. Rubel gets another point, so Purdue up 4-3.
And a big explosive action like that from Rodriguez, you know, carrying Rubel, literally carrying his weight. Going to take a little bit out of him, so we might use this 40 seconds to just defend, take a little bit of a breather, get his air back. And Rubel's on the offensive here, walking him down, hand fighting.
Rubel still has the riding time advantage with 51 seconds. Rubel started this round off very strong. Rodriguez responded perfectly with a great carry and bury.
Yeah, and that's some nice defensive work from Rodriguez there, you know, getting out of that position, circling back to the center. Now trying to find some offense of his own. He's attempting a single leg. Rubel's got this headlock. He's just trying to get to his own offense. He's on a single leg.
Waning seconds as Rubel going for a takedown. And he gets one in the waning seconds of the first round. What a first round we just saw, Michael.
Yeah, what a great round. And that's really tough on Rodriguez. Look at this headlock here from Rubel. He's got the carry and he transitions, takes his back, just rips him down. Really, really nice work from Rubel. And it's a huge takedown, too, ending the quarter with it. Rodriguez has no chance to escape, and he'll carry the 7-3 lead into the second.
Such a fun matchup coming out of the break. As Rubel will start on top of Rodriguez, which says he has the riding time advantage. Not sure if that's correct.
Yeah, I thought Rubel was picking up some own time, but Rodriguez with that reversal, he might have gotten the margin back. I don't know if it was by that much, but it's looks like they're stopping it a little bit here. He's got to find a way out of this, though. Rubel's shown that he's very strong from the top. He got a little overzealous earlier, just got too high on it, and Rodriguez shook him off.
Having a word with an official as Rodriguez just can't get out of there. Maybe a stalling warning coming soon. We haven't seen a lot of movement. Rubel.
And Rubel really likes this somewhat headlock position, get that arm under the neck, kind of trying to turn him over here. Been really looking for these underhooks the whole match from the top position, but Rodriguez back to his feet here. He's got to break this grip and disengage to get the escape point.
Oh, and he tried to maybe run out, and he gets tripped up. Rubel.
Very close here, but Rodriguez, he just has to break that grip of Rubel, just turn him over here. Got the stalling call and back to the center. And Ersland is immediately at the ref. He did not like what he saw there.
Ersland is very animated. I think one of the officials might be having a word trying to fix the riding time. We talked about it before because it seemed like Rubel had the advantage after that first round.
Yeah, they just changed it to 59 seconds for Rubel. Looks like he got fixed. Because he did spend a lot of that first period riding. I wasn't sure Rodriguez had a 30-second advantage, but now the refs are talking it over. They'll be sure to sort it out.
There's a blood stoppage. Rodriguez's nose, it looks like got it cut open a little bit. Yeah, as Ersland is very animated right now, speaking to an official.
And with all these physical exchanges in this match so far, a lot of rolling around, a lot of top control, a lot of very strong physical Big Ten wrestling, you got to expect a little blood will be on the mat. But this is a nice breather for both guys. Let's get a little time to reset, talk to their coaches, figure out a strategy. Rodriguez is going to have to find some of his offense here, trailing 7-3. And while we go through this blood timeout, the refs will probably take a look to get the riding time sorted out. A change from Rodriguez having the advantage to Rubel up 59 seconds.
I believe that was what Ersland was so animated about. This is a big matchup without, you know, one of the best wrestlers in the nation for Purdue.
Yeah, and a must-win for the Terps considering that Blaze is sitting for this one. But I think Rodriguez started this period up 38 seconds, and it might have been the other way around to start. I thought Rubel picked up a lot of riding time in that first, but I need to take another look at it.
And just speaking about Rubel, who we didn't necessarily expect to see tonight, it's his first ever Big Ten duel. First Big Ten duel of the season. 4-6 in his career coming in to today. A 30-22 career record, 7-4 this season.
Yeah, and that makes what Rubel's doing in this match more impressive. Away environment against a very solid wrestler in Rodriguez, and he's looked very good so far. I mean, he's at 165 pounds, which means he's probably training with Blaze in that room, and I'm sure just getting to roll around and compete with one of the best wrestlers in the nation makes you just better as a whole.
Looks like they're still trying to sort out the riding time confusion. As we can see the full Stephen M. Schoenwald Pavilion at the Xfinity Center. Pretty good attendance considering still winter break for the University of Maryland.
Yeah, very solid turnout.
They're still trying to sort out the riding time. It's definitely what the Purdue coaches are very upset about. You still see them. They're still pretty upset about it as they're having a word with Isaac Rubel, who's, I mean, probably thinking exceeding expectations, like you said, coming into a different environment as we see A.J. Rodriguez, who, I mean, that first round of this match was so incredible, so much fun to watch. As looks like they might have fixed the riding time, 94 seconds.
Yeah, that seems more like it. Rubel's done very good work from his back. He's kept that position for a long time. So I'd say a minute 30 is pretty fair. But looks like the refs have it sorted out, and Rodriguez is going to want to get to work on that immediately.
Rodriguez is trailing by 4. A quick evasion and a takedown would even things up. Gotta be sure that that's probably what he's thinking right now, Michael.
Yep, and you can't let that riding time point. You can't let that riding time get any bigger with that riding time point at stake. It's already at. Oh, good escape
a quick
from Rodriguez.
evasion. He did get that.
Good escape. Good work from Rodriguez there. He pushes Rubel out and will take the center of the mat again. Rodriguez trailing 7-4. Riding time is now at 1:06. So it's really been flipping around this whole match, but that bodes well for Rodriguez. He's got to find some offense right now.
All right, and we said, you know, right before that last, draw began, that he was going to need a quick escape and to get a takedown. He got the escape. Let's see if we can get the second part of that plan. As Rodriguez and Rubel are kind of feeling each other out right here, locked in hand for a moment.
Yeah, I think the pace would have to slow down a little eventually. I mean, these two have been hands-on ever since the opening whistle, Owen.
Be an understatement. The clock is waning down. Final 20
Rodriguez,
seconds.
nice double leg. Nice double leg from Rodriguez. He's got him on his back. Wow, good work from Rodriguez. They just overpowered him with the double leg. And he gets 2 back points as well. Rodriguez will take the lead here, man. Great work from him.
As the second round is waning, what a fun match this has been.
And back and forth. Look at this. Great stuff from Rodriguez. Look at this double leg. Look at this. He just overpowers Rubel, takes him off the ground, and puts him right on his back there. Close to the fall. Good work from Rubel, just fighting that off, because Rodriguez had that deep. He's going to start here on the back. He's got to hold on for a little longer, because Rubel will get this escape point eventually. But with the 125 riding time, you want to cut down on that.
And Maryland went from down by 3 to up by 2 in a matter of seconds. What a turnaround for Rodriguez. We said that this was a must-win for Maryland. Yeah, especially considering Blaze was not in.
Yeah, especially considering no Blaze. And the momentum's really gone back and forth in this one. But you've got to think Rodriguez with that late takedown takes a little bit of it. But Rubel gets an escape there. He's now down 9-8, but he has the riding time point. It's not secured yet, but he has the point.
You got to think Rodriguez is thinking more offensively despite having a 1-point lead.
Yeah, at very least, Rodriguez Can at least try to generate a stall, get that 1 point off. And really nice transition to the single leg there. He's going to see if he can finish it. Trying to change it to a double leg. Rubel fighting here. He's got his hands locked. Rodriguez has got to break that lock or just push through and find the double.
The coaches are wanting Rubel to try and flip him over. He's trying to. He's got his hands around Rodriguez's left leg.
Rodriguez has got to keep hold of that leg. That leg's the only thing preventing this from being a takedown. And back to neutral. Good work from Rodriguez there. Good work on both ends, honestly. Rubel in defending that takedown because he was deep on that single leg, Rodriguez was.
There's the whistle. Final minute of this match. What a match it has been. By far, in my opinion, the most exciting that we've seen tonight.
Gotta agree with you there.
Back and forth.
And it could go to overtime.
Rodriguez
Perfectly timed double from Rodriguez. Look at that timing. Just catches Rubel off guard, finds a double, and now he's up 12-8, and he puts him on his back. Rubel shakes him off. Rodriguez still on the back here, but Rubel's back to his feet.
And the riding time below a minute now for Rubel. Rodriguez, what a second and third round he's had.
And that's huge for Rodriguez, getting that riding time. And he looks like he's going for the mat return here. Takes him out of bounds. He'll stay on his back. 31 seconds left. He's got to keep this for as long as he can.
Here's another look at the last takedown.
Beautifully
Great job
timed
there.
work from Rodriguez. Beautifully timed double leg. Rubel just caught him off guard there. Nothing he could do. And Rodriguez, 4-point advantage, 31 seconds left. Riding time point is a non-factor right now. Rodriguez got to hold this for a couple more seconds.
Rubel trying to go for a quick escape. He gets it. Now can he get the takedown to even things up?
Rodriguez has 21 seconds to hold him off here. Rubel needs this takedown.
Everyone is on their feet.
Rodriguez hand fighting right in front of us. Rubel down to a leg. He's trying. Rodriguez doing a good job keeping his hips back, holding him off.
Good escape by Rodriguez for the moment.
Rodriguez finds another takedown.
Another takedown for
Great work
AJ
from Rodriguez, and that'll seal the deal.
What a match. Match number 6 is a 10 out of 10 in my book. AJ Rodriguez wins by decision, and Maryland cuts into the Boilermaker lead. AJ Rodriguez, everyone is on their feet in the Sean Wald Pavilion right now. What a match we just saw.
And what a huge win for Rodriguez. We'll take a look at this final takedown. He knows the Purdue wrestler's on the offensive, and he just puts him right on his back. Great work from Rodriguez. Maryland needed that match, and they got it. And we got a tie match right here going into the 174-pound bout. So great stuff from Rodriguez.
What a match we just saw. Going to be hard for any other match to live up for it, as Brody Bowman, number 17 in the country, is going up against freshman Seth Digby. Let's see if he can ride some of the momentum that Rodriguez built for him.
Yeah, this is a big match for Digby. You know, Maryland, who is now down by 1 point, score correction, but Bowman finds a quick takedown, and Digby is trailing 3-0.
Digby, who's seen a lot of action as a freshman this year for Maryland.
Yeah, he's replacing the injured Dom Solis, who made his return. He redshirted last year, but he's just been dealing with some injuries, kept him out of action. Unfortunate for the Terps, so that's just another injury that they've had to deal with.
Digby dropped both of his matches on the road against Northwestern. The Northwestern one was to J.D. Perez, lost 8-0, major decision, and then Luke Condon of Wisconsin destroyed him. A technical fall as Digby trying to get in some control. Great job there by Bowman to get underneath.
Yeah, really nice transition there from Bowman, finding the takedown, switching from leg to leg. He's up 6-1. He let Digby go on his first takedown. We'll see if he chooses to work from the back here, or if he's going to employ a catch and release strategy where he keeps on letting him up and shooting takedowns and trying to get the technical fall.
Digby coming into today with a 3-6 record. Started the season 2-1.
Yeah, it's been a tough stretch for Digby, and facing a really experienced guy like Brody Bauman doesn't help matters. You know, Bauman, redshirt junior, he's a 2-time NCAA championships qualifier. Just a very strong competitor in general, and he's ranked 17th this year. He's been having a very good season.
Just the two-hand fight for a moment. Digby tried to go high, and Bowman went low. Bowman gets another takedown, make that 3 in the first round already.
Yeah, Bowman's doing a really good job getting to his legs here. Digby's trying to drop the hips back, get his hands down, but Bowman's just beating him to the spot and finding the takedowns.
Bowman is in full control right now, already up 7 points. 1 minute to go in round 1.
Yeah, Bowman lets him go, but he's going to go right after him here. He's got a 6-point lead. He's going to try to stretch it to 9 by the time this period ends.
Riding time over a minute for Bowman. He goes low. Digby does a good job at preventing him from getting any more points
for the
moment.
That was Digby's best defensive sequence so far. He just beat Bowman down to the spot, got his hips back, and prevented the takedown. Bowman tries shucking him off here, but Digby read it well. Good defense from him. See if he can generate some offense of his own now. Tries the double, and Bowman just gets deep on his own double, puts him on his back. Digby trying to prevent the takedown, trying to grab a leg, but Bowman will get the takedown, 3 points to him, and he's got a 12-3 advantage heading into the end of the first period.
Tough matchup for Digby, a freshman who's going up against a redshirt junior in Brody Bowman, a 2-time NCAA championship qualifier as well. Obviously ranked number 17, as Bowman is going into round 2 with a 9-point lead. So Digby's going to have to try and dig himself out of a hole. Here's the takedown.
Yeah, one of Bowman's many takedowns. He's doing a great job getting low, just getting to his legs, getting both arms wrapped, getting his hands clenched together, and just finding those takedowns. Digby will start from the back. We'll see what work he can do from here.
Bowman was one of 5 Indiana natives to qualify for NCAAs in 2024 and 2025. Digby had control for a very, very few seconds as Bowman earns a quick escape point. Digby goes high for a moment, trying to figure out what he can do to get some points on the board for the Terps.
Yeah, Bowman's doing a really good job being physical in these positions, snapping Digby's head down, but good defense from Digby there. He's got to start moving forward, though. He's got to find a takedown of his own. Try to throw some different looks at Bowman. You know, he's seen a lot of different things, but that's all Digby can do. Try to get off his offense, see what works, see what doesn't.
We've seen Digby get a lot more comfortable as the meet goes on.
Yeah, this is a much better period from him so far. Second. He's holding Digby off. Looks like there was a little bit of an eye poke there. So Bowman will blink it out. Maybe looks like no medical timeout necessary, but nice break for both competitors.
Start out of neutral, and Bowman goes low immediately. Digby does a good job preventing him. Digby now going low.
And this is what Digby needs. He needs to at least try and generate his offense. But you know, Bowman, really experienced veteran, just turns it into his own offense, his own takedown. He's going to release Digby here, let him get the escape, and then try to shoot again.
Bowman gets 3, and as he escapes, gets completely taken out to the ground. Digby gets another point, but a takedown for Bowman would end this match.
Yeah, Bowman dropping down. Digby, good job getting his hips down. Strong work from him.
Bowman going for the takedown.
Yeah, really explosive double like there. Really jumped at him.
Digby's done a better job as this match has gone on and getting a little bit more comfortable. Might be too little too late, though.
Yeah, they're going to call Digby for stalling there. They're going to give him a warning. It's been a much better period for Digby, especially defensively, but Bowman's still controlling this match.
Final 10 seconds. Is Bowman going to try and end it? He's going to try. Not sure if he'll be able to. 5 seconds left. And
as long as Digby keeps that grip, he's not getting the takedown.
Are going to go into round number 3. Bowman up 12 points over Seth Digby.
Yeah, good job from Digby holding him off there in the final seconds, but he's got to generate some of his own offense. Obviously, it's tough against a veteran like Bowman, especially as a freshman, but just got to shoot your shots and see what works.
Be a remarkable comeback if Digby were able to dig himself out of this hole.
Yeah, Digby will start this period from the bottom. Bowman will let him up, giving Digby the escape point, but Bowman's just going to go right after him. He's looking for this tech fall. He's got the major decision. He's got a minute 21 advantage of riding time. He's got to find the takedown, and he's got it.
Digby got the escape point, so Bowman's going to need a little bit more than a takedown. Up 11, final minute 40 of the match. Very tight.
Digby on a single leg here, but Bowman with a great job. And he's got this cradle. He's going to try to flip him over here. He's trying to cinch it up.
There's a takedown for Bowman, so he gets his lead up to 13 again.
And all Bowman needs here is one more takedown. really impressive offensive showing from him so far. You can see Digby making the adjustments throughout the match. His defense has gotten a lot better, but it's too little too late. Bowman really piled it on in the first 2 periods.
Bowman is a takedown away from ending this match. Final minute. Bowman, the minute 23 riding time. Digby just looks gassed. Bowman going for the knockout punch.
Yeah, good defense from Digby, but he's been backing up this whole match. Bowman on the offensive, just a predator really attacking him. Shoots another explosive double leg.
And there
switches
is
it,
a
flips
great
Digby
play
to his
by
back.
Bowman, and that'll
And
do
get the
it.
takedown. Great
Brody
work
Bowman.
from Bowman.
What you might expect out of the number 17 wrestler in his class.
And that's a great answer from Purdue there. They number 1 in the country versus number 4 in the country, and the top 2 teams in the conference going on in Big Ten Network. Penn State leads Iowa 17-3.
Purdue traveling to Rutgers, who are ranked number 14. It'll be after this game as we see Sapanta Angelaias and James Rowley going up against each other. Angelaias, typically a 197 wrestler, moved down to 184, and he got his first win last week.
Yeah, and it was a really impressive performance from the freshman. Really big to get your first conference win. It's a nice accomplishment, and you know, he's been very solid this season, Angelaias.
Tough matchup against James Rowley, number 26 for Purdue. As the two are feeling each other out, both going high to start it off hand in hand.
Yeah, and Rowley gets deep on this takedown attempt, but Angelaias, good job defending, keeping his hands locked, trying to get this to a neutral position, stall things out.
Angelaias trying to get out of there. He's doing a good job holding for the moment. Let's see if he's able to get out of there.
Rowley's trying to shake these feet off and turn it into a takedown of his own, and looks like he will get it. Very strong work from Rowley, and he's trying to flip into his back here.
Rowley building up his riding time, approaching 10 seconds here, as he already got a takedown a minute into this round of the 8th match. Maryland is in desperation mode. They are trailing by 6 points right now. Every single match at this point out for Maryland is a must-win.
Yeah, the Terps are going to need this from Angelaias if they want to stay in the match. But Rowley, very tough opponent, very tough veteran, you know, accomplished in his career. He's been having a strong season. He's up to 26 in the rankings. So very tough matchup for the freshman.
Talked about Angelaias moving down to 184, a 13-1 win over David Mullen of Wisconsin. Major decision. Let's see if he can replicate that. So go back to neutral.
And Angelaias definitely is a frame of a 197-pounder. He's pretty tall compared to Rowley, significantly taller, but you know, still a freshman. A lot of room to build on his frame. And Rowley is very well built for the weight class. Very tough ride from the top position.
Rowley building his riding time. Now it's over a minute. And he goes for a takedown on Angelaias.
Angelaias doing a good job attacking these hands, trying to break his grip, and he finds the escape point pretty quickly. Good work from him.
Rowley, very, very skilled. We talked about this back half of the Purdue lineup, and they are flourishing tonight.
Yeah, we're going to see what Angelaias can do here, because Purdue has just ranked guy after ranked guy in the middle and upper weight classes. And Rowley is no different, but Angelaias, he's got to find an answer. Got to respond to keep the Terps in the match.
They're both going high. No one has been super offensive. Rowley obviously with the advantage, with the riding time as well, but the latter half, or the back half of this first round, been kind of quiet. Here we are, picking up some action here. Final 15 seconds.
Great defense there from Angelaias. Good job getting his hips back, beating Rowley's hands to the spot and preventing the takedown. Rowley trying to drop down, find something late here, but Angelaias defends it well again. He'll trail 3-1 heading into the second period of the match. Rowley did a good job there picking up some riding time. He's got over a minute right now, 1:08, so Angelaias will try to cut down on that if he starts from the top position here. Looks like he'll start from the bottom position, though. Actually,
I think Rowley's just catching his breath.
Yeah,
Angelaias was just catching his breath as he is going to start from the top and a chance to cut into that riding time. He's definitely going to need to try and maintain it for 8 seconds. Going for a takedown. Good defense there by Rowley, not letting that happen.
Yeah,
as the riding time
return.
Riding time now goes under a minute, and Rowley now going for an attack. Good job there, going for a takedown.
Yeah, that's a veteran play from Rowley, just catching the freshman a little off guard there. As soon as he escapes, he just gets right on the takedown and finds it.
He gets 2 points there. Angelis with an escape point, though. So still a 3-point game. Angelis very well still in this. Good showing here so far by the freshman against one of the best wrestlers in the nation. Riding time advantage back over a minute for Rowley. 2 hand in hand as they disengage. Angelis both still high, back hand in hand.
Yeah, we haven't seen many shots from Angelis so far. It's mostly been offense initiated by Rowley, but he's starting to move forward, starting to try and back his opponent up. Rowley with another shot. Angelis defends the initial attempt. We'll see what he can do here. Good defense from him, but Rowley looks like he's just trying to roll him over and secure that. Angelis grabbing that leg to defend.
You see Alex Clemson.
He's got to keep this grip if he wants to prevent the takedown, because Rowley's on his back, but Angelis has that foot. And as long as he has the grip of that foot, Rowley can't get any points here.
Angelis, I think he's just trying to keep it there. Might have a stalling warning coming up.
Angelis still grabbing that foot, holding on for dear life here. Rowley's trying to roll him over. Angelis is
still got control of the foot. Ersland is.
And now they give Rowley the takedown. He had his back in that whole position, but Angelis is doing just enough to prevent him from it. Now he's got it. Leads 8-2 with 20 seconds left in the period.
Ersland was preaching for the 3 there, and they get it. As Rowley in full control still, as riding time's only getting higher, approaching a minute 30 now in the final 10 seconds of this round of match number 8. Maryland already in a hole team-wise. Angelis finding himself in a hole going into the 3rd round. It's going to take a great comeback from Angelis against one of the top wrestlers in the nation, James Rowley.
And that's some veteran work from Rowley there. Not panicking when Angelis has his foot, knowing he has the back, knowing he's just a position away from finding that takedown, just working through it till he gets it. Strong work from Rowley. Angelis starting from the bottom here. Look for a quick escape and then try to get off some offense.
You're going to need a quick escape, like you said, Michael, and then a quick takedown if he wants to keep himself in it. But good job there by Rowley, just not letting Angelis go. Angelis finally gets out of there. Now goes right on the offensive end. Riding time over a minute 30 now for James Rowley, as he's almost sealing this win for him.
Yeah, and Rowley's been on the offensive for most of this match, but Elias right here looks like he's pretty deep on this takedown attempt.
Definitely his best offensive show. Rowley's going to try and flip him over. Great defensive play there by James Rowley.
Strong work from Rowley in that hold. Looks like Angelis had some offense, and now Rowley's got him on his back. He's getting some back points.
Another 3 for Rowley as he builds his lead.
Yeah, 4 near fall points. Really impressive stuff from him. Angelis has got to find an escape here, because right now it's in watching bonus points territory in a major decision.
Major decision would be a huge score for Purdue as they're continuing to build on it, and there's now a 12-point lead for Rowley. Gets 3 more. Angelis just helpless on the mat.
And now he's got to watch the tech fall. Rowley with the 12-point lead. All he needs is another 4 near fall points, and he'll end the match.
Tech fall would double the Purdue Boilermakers lead over the Terps.
Yeah, Angelis has got to just stay calm here. Looks like Rowley's releasing him, so he's got to hold him off for the next 30 seconds. Yeah.
Let's see what Rowley does if he tries to get the technical fall.
Yeah, Rowley has the riding time secured, so all he needs is a takedown here and to hold Angelis down for the remainder of the period.
Both wrestlers high. You see Ersland trying to share some words of wisdom with Rowley. Rowley, let's see if he tries to go.
This is smart from Angelis here, staying on the offensive, staying forward, looking for the single leg. He's just got to hold on to this, keep the match. Rowley's trying to roll him over here, but Angelis finds a takedown of his own.
There's a 3 for Angelis, and that nearly prevented the major decision, but Rowley still gets it, an 8-point win, and make that a 21-11 lead for Purdue.
Yeah, that's solid work from the freshman right there. You know, he's facing a guy who's going for the bonus points, and he doesn't allow it. It's good work from him. Now we got
this is the matchup of the night. Branson John for Maryland.
Yeah.
And Ben Venadia
Yeah, 2 top 25 guys. John's having an excellent season. He moved up in weight classes. He looks like a 197-pounder. When he's very well built for the weight. He wrestles at a great pace, so he's a very fun guy to watch. And Venadia quickly takes him down.
Coach Alex Clemson, one of the things he said to us when we met with him this week is that one of the best things he's seen in terms of growth was Branson learning how to compete at a consistent level. He didn't look great at times as a true freshman, but when he sees guys buying into what the Terps are doing, that's what he likes. And Branson John has done that. Let's see if he's able to respond to Venadia's takedown, a point for John for the evasion.
Yeah, to be 18-2, you have to be consistent. And John has been consistent. He's got a couple ranked wins this season, some very impressive performances, and he's really grown a lot, both physically and as a wrestler, from his freshman season.
A must win for Maryland here if they want to be able to pull off this one. A great takedown there from Venadia.
Yeah, this is really impressive from Venadia early. It's just coming out and attacking John, and he's already got a 10-point. He's already up to 10 points with riding time starting to pile up here.
This was the matchup that Tony Ersland highlighted when we talked to him this week, and Venadia is taking full control. He is in the driver's seat right now. We'll go back to neutral, but Venadia finding himself up 9 points already. We're not even halfway through the first half. We're not even halfway through the first round of this match.
Yeah, and Venadia has been having a career year. He leads Purdue. He leads the Boilermakers with over 21 minutes of riding time, and he's scored first 15 times. So he's been a very early worker this year, very aggressive. So we'll see if John can take advantage of that and work on him later.
He's looking for his first Big Ten dual win of the season. He's got a 9-15 record in his career, but like you said, this has been a career year. He's one of the last wrestlers left out after a 19-12 season last year of the NCAAs. Out for vengeance this year is John, cutting into that lead with an evasion point. It's 10-2 now. John's going to need some offense here if he wants to get himself back into this.
And Venadia has been a quick scorer this year. He goes to work early, gets a lot of offense in. So see if John can take advantage of that. Wear him down a little bit, take advantage of him exploding so early into the match, and see if he can break him down throughout. John's no stranger to comebacks. Last year he had a very big win against a very experienced wrestler in Jackson Turley, where he had a great comeback effort late and ended up taking it in the final seconds. So we'll see if he can. He's got a lot of work to do, but we'll see if he can do that again.
Goes for the attack for the set for a second, and then Venadia now taking more advantage. Another takedown for Venadia. He is in full control of this matchup. A top 22 matchup between these two, and Venadia in the driver's seat, up 11 now. Just under 30 seconds left in the round. A win for Purdue would practically clinch a meet win.
Yeah, and
see
you
if
got to
Venadia's
think,
able to close
you gotta
this one
think
out.
this is exactly the start that Venadia wanted. Just getting really deep on these takedowns, finishing everything. Impressive offense from him. John hasn't really had many answers.
John in uncharted territory, really, for Branson John. He's one of the best wrestlers in the nation, top 15 in this class. He's going to have to dig himself out of a 10-point hole. Venadia, outstanding start for Purdue's 197-pound wrestler.
Yeah, and Venadia has really impressed this season in many ways. He's been slowly climbing through the rankings. He started in the top 30, but on the lower end in the upper 20s. He's now all the way down to 22nd, so he's been improving week after week. People are starting to recognize the work that he's doing. And you're seeing it here in this impressive performance against John. But John breaks the grip here, gets the escape point, and he's got to get on the offensive.
Trailing by 9 now. 3 takedowns would even things up. He's going to have to try and do some more offensively here as Venadia is in full control. Venadia doing a really good job at countering what John's trying to give him.
Yeah, and for John here, all you need is one. You need to swing the momentum of this match, because right now Venadia he's walking forward, he's getting to his positions, he's getting his clinches. John's going to just stop letting himself get walked down. But Venadia, a very physical wrestler, and he's come out with a great game plan. He's executing very well.
Riding time under a minute for Venadia, but just by 1 second, as John is trying to figure out what he can do to get himself more points on the board.
Yeah, John moving forward here. That's what he's got to do. He's got to
goes
low. His shots. Venadia's doing a great job defending in these positions.
Yeah, Venadia is not giving John many opportunities. John thinking about going low. Will he?
Yeah, Venadia's starting to slow down a little bit, Owen. but
Maybe a little
we'll
bit
see
fatigued.
if John can take advantage. I mean, it's only human to slow down after the great pace that he put on John in the first round. But takes a little bit out of John too. Venadia has some nice hand fighting here.
Final 30 seconds of the round.
That grip on the outside of John's hand, but Venadia has been backing down for most of this period. He's been the one on his back foot. And that's what John's got to do.
Venadia came in technically as the underdog, ranked 22 to John's 15. He does not look like an underdog in this.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job getting low, keeping his hips back, really preventing John from generating any of his offense.
John's going to need to generate something in round 3. Final 4, 3, 2, 1. Venadia up 9 going into round 3. What a performance by Ben Venadia.
And you got to think at this point, John's got to go for it. He's got to try to put him on his back, find a fall victory, because 9 points, that would probably require 4 takedowns or a lot of back points from John.
See how long he can keep Venadia on the bottom.
Yeah, he might just let him go here because he's got to find some offense. He's got to find some takedowns. Venadia gets the escape, but John stays moving forward. He's got to just keep on walking him down. That's all he can do.
Venadia.
Find a way to get him on his back.
John went low for a second. Now here's Venadia with the counterattack. Venadia gets him on the ground. Venadia in control. Another takedown for Ben Venadia. His lead builds to 13.
And really nice work from Venadia there. He knows John has to be on his front foot. Takes advantage of him. Shoots a great single leg takedown and just drives right through him to get it.
John is almost helpless here. He's just going to walk out of bounds there.
And in our matchup of the night, it's been all Ben Venadia. Just really impressive stuff from him. Keeps on getting better.
Having a word with Ersland. He's going to start on top. Venadia over a minute.
Looks like he's just going to let him go for another takedown. All Venadia needs is one right here, and he gets the technical fall victory.
That's what Ersland was telling him before the whistle blew. Will he get it, though? He's going high for the moment.
This has been a straining match for both guys. A lot of offense from Venadia, a lot of defense from Brown, and that's both those things are exhausting.
Final 50 seconds of the match. And Venadia going low. John, nice counterattack.
Good defensive work from Venadia.
Venadia avoided giving up more points.
Yeah, John's got to go all out here.
Final 35
thing is, he wants to be cautious because he can't give up another takedown. Another takedown, Venadia gets the tech fall. So it has to be controlled aggression, but could also just go all out and try to get a fall. See what happens.
Venadia up 12. He's trying to go low. John is not going to allow the fall.
Yeah, closing seconds. Looks like John will hold on here, keep it a major decision, but really, really impressive stuff from Ben Venadia.
Venadia impressed us, definitely impressed Coach Tony.
Solid season, 7-3 record. Filipovic, real veteran. He's been competing for Purdue for a long time. He's 34-56 in his career. He was an NCAA qualifier last year, the only Indianapolis native to qualify for the tournament in 2025. He's really grown a lot as a Purdue wrestler, both like physically. He started at 184, and he's all the way up to 285. So massive growth from Filipovic, filling a need for Purdue at heavyweight. And he's had a very solid career.
Schneck and Filipovic, both high, still feeling each other out, it appears.
Yeah, Schneck has been active mostly in tournaments this season. He's only had one match that was in a duel where he took an 11-3 major decision.
That was against George Washington. He hasn't wrestled since December 7th at the Patriot Open in Fairfax, Virginia at George Mason.
Yeah, well, not much rust early. Filipovic hasn't been able to generate any offense against him. And Schneck's been doing a good job with the hand fighting, good job keeping this position, moving forward, trying to throw some different looks at him and find his own offense.
Ersland and Clemson both telling their wrestlers what to do. They're still just feeling each other out. No one's really taking any chances offensively. That Filipovic steps back for a moment as Schneck tacks high. Filipovic kind of slaps him on the ear.
Yeah, and looking at the two, just physically, you can tell that Filipovic was from a lower weight class compared to Schneck. Schneck looks like a heavyweight. Filipovic, he's done a good job filling in his frame, but he looks a little physically smaller than Schneck, the big Maryland wrestler.
Filipovic 0-1 in Big Ten duels. Dropped one in Nebraska. He's 3-14 in his career, though. He's looking for win number 4. His first of the year. It would be the final win for Purdue tonight. As Schneck trying to attack, unable to. Filipovic has been great defensively. So is Schneck. Honestly, it's not been much offense here.
Yeah, pretty even match so far. Neither one's really gotten deep on anything.
Under a minute in the final bout.
I'd say Schneck has been a little more offensive than Filipovic, but both really struggling to get anything going.
Final 40 seconds now. Schneck maybe trying to attack. Filipovic went maybe grabbing towards his right hamstring.
Yeah, Filipovic, good work, just dropping his hips backwards. Yeah, strong stuff from him.
Schneck had control of his neck. Filipovic had control of Schneck's. And now both are trying to figure out how they're going to play the final 10 seconds of the first round of this final match. And you can really tell from certain angles how much larger Schneck is than Filipovic.
Yeah, Filipovic, I mean, like I said, he's done a good job filling in at heavyweight, but you can tell he used to wrestle at a lower weight. Very strong wrestler, a very strong veteran.
Blank slate for both teams going into the second round.
And you
both
think
wrestlers, excuse me.
You think that the size here would play a little bit of a factor. Schneck just being a bigger man would have an advantage riding, but Filipovic doing a very good job.
Oh, what
big
a
mat return
takedown
from
there by
Schneck.
Schneck.
Big mat return, and this will be tough for Filipovic. He's got the big man on his back now. Schneck can go to work and just keep him in this position. This is really, really tough for Filipovic.
Bully ball there by Schneck. Lifted him up, buried him into the mat.
And we'll see if Schneck goes for another mat return here, but
There's
Filipovic just shakes him off.
And that
good work from him.
is the first point of this match. 1-0 lead. Not one you see too often in wrestling. But Filipovic now trying to add to his lead. Schneck has the riding time advantage, but only at 31 seconds in match 10, round 2.
Yeah, still don't think either wrestler's really attempted a shot or at least gotten deep on anything. A lot of hand fighting going on in this match. A lot of just working through positions, but not many major offensive attempts from either man.
Both are just kind of shoving. Low scoring match. 1-0 with the final 35 seconds or so of this round. Schneck has the riding time advantage, but not enough to give him a point.
Yeah, Schneck really wearing on him here. He's got those hands clasped around the back of the neck, just kind of making Filipovic carry his weight.
Tried to throw him down, hasn't been able to. Filipovic is just playing defensively right now, and it's working. Haven't seen him attack too much, but he hasn't really allowed Schneck to do too much aside from the one takedown attempt.
Yeah, and Schneck has the riding time advantage right now, 30 seconds of it, but Filipovic will start from the top position in the third period, so we'll see if he can maybe cut into that a little bit.
A quick escape from Schneck, though, can even things up as we are going into round 3 of the final match tonight. Purdue up 1-0, or Filipovic up 1-0 over Schneck. Riding time not a factor yet, but we'll see if that changes.
Yeah, Schneck will look for a quick escape here, because Filipovic, if he hangs on for too long, he can get that riding time point, but he gets a quick escape.
That's what he gets. Evened up at 1, so we'll see who tries to do the knockout blow of this final round.
And Owen, you'd think with the lack of offense in this match that Schneck would have the advantage considering how quickly he was able to get up. Well, Filipovic really struggled under Schneck's top pressure for a little bit before eventually getting to his feet.
Filipovic has just been so solid defensively. A redshirt senior going up against Schneck, a less experienced wrestler.
Yeah, Schneck really moving forward, though. Some big, loud clashes between the two wrestlers.
We're going to reset at neutral.
Ref's warning to watch the heads. We heard that one from the booth over here.
Schneck receiving a word from Clemson. He's trying to go for the knockout punch. Maryland trying to take this final match. Ended on a high note, going into a road trip against Indiana, as Purdue is going to try and just hold on to their large lead. Like we said, neither team has won a conference match or conference meet so far this year. Purdue certainly looks like they're going to get that done, as Maryland trying to avoid an 0-3 conference start. It looks like that might be reality. Final 35 seconds of the final match of the night. Schneck still has the riding time advantage, but not a factor in the score. It's still 1-1. We have not seen much offense in this final match.
Yeah, Filipovic getting deep on the first maybe shot of the match, but Schneck doing a good job just fighting him off, getting a leg. We'll see if he can get a reversal here, but Filipovic very close to finding a takedown. But great work from Schneck getting his hips back.
Final 10 seconds.
Keeping hold of that leg. He's just got to try to roll over here, try to wrap him over, keep him from getting that takedown. He's got to keep hold of that foot. Good work from Schneck to not allow any points from Filipovic there.
And here's the almost takedown.
Yeah, he gets deep on the shot.
Yeah.
He gets deep on the shot, but great work from the big man from Maryland, getting his hips back, fighting it off, and holding out for the final couple seconds.
Well,
First match of overtime.
Not enough, so overtime number 1. Let's see how it can finish off. Every wrestler is on their feet right now, but for both Maryland and Purdue. Everyone wants to see how this one will end. Schneck has the riding time advantage despite the score bug. Not necessarily dictating it. It was 25 seconds before technical difficulty, we'll assume. But Schneck, let's see if he goes for the knockout punch, or if it's Filipovic, it's Filipovic. He goes low. Schneck has to play defensively here.
So far. Schneck, great job reversing it. We'll see if he can throw him down, but Filipovic finds a takedown. Great work from him. And the Purdue bench explodes as their man gets a takedown. Just to close out this match, really strong work from Filipovic, and Purdue will take the 28-11 victory.
Game, set, match over. Purdue wins. A winner by decision. Hayden Filipovic, undersized, not an issue though. He takes care of Joey Schneck. As that is a wrap on this meet, a Friday night full of fun. A final takedown, just too much. Schneck, you can tell he was just gassed. It was such a long back and forth between him and Filipovic, and a fun meet.
A very fun meet.
Purdue earns their first conference win of the season. The wrestler of the match, Ben Venadia, what a performance he put on, an 18-5 major decision.